Next up, more than 57% of Nebraska is dedicated to grasslands and forage crops. The Nebraska Grazing Coalition aims to enhance those grasslands by creating public awareness and education events for landowners. Market Journal's Maddie McIntosh has more.
Whether they're used as forage for livestock or as wildlife habitats, grazing lands play a key role in the intricate ecosystem and economy of Nebraska. The Nebraska Grazing Lands Coalition is an organization dedicated to keeping these grasslands healthy through community outreach and education.
The Nebraska Grazing Lands Coalition is really a state-level affiliate of the National Grazing Lands Coalition. But the long and the short of it is we're a group of mostly cattle producers, grazers, that apply grazing management principles to conserve what I view as Nebraska's most valuable resource, meaning our grazing acres.
One event the coalition hosts is the Summer Grazing Tour, which allows producers to see firsthand environmentally friendly practices in action. This year, the tour took place in northern Nebraska.
In our annual Summer Grazing Tour, we were on the Jessen Ranch near Niobrara, and we were on the Kalkowski family ranches near Lynch, Nebraska. You know, it's one thing to visit with ranchers and about effective grazing management principles and the potential benefits to them, but if they can go see their neighbor that's applied those principles for some length of time and see the advantages, it's an easier sell.
In addition to the events, Ron believes it's important for the coalition to help with setting up management plans as well as working through ranch succession.
Well, historically, the Nebraska Grazing Lands Coalition has worked with landowners, managers, ranchers to understand the principles of effective grazing management to conserve the grass resource longer term. In many cases, those ranchers have set up defined grazing management plans, if you will, for the year. The two ranches we're on today are actually moving the cattle as frequently as 2 or 3 days. And then as the season progresses, those rotations would actually slow down. But that's historically our primary focus. Here in more recent years, we've recognized the concept of generational transition as perhaps one of the huge challenges facing agriculture today. I mean, with the rancher becoming ever older, the question becomes who's going to own and or manage these ranches long term. And we understand that conservation practices like effective grazing management that have been applied by family-oriented operations for years, those conservation practices are more apt to continue if that ranch stays in the family. So we work with that family with generational transition and estate planning to help ensure that ranch can stay with that family long-term and hence continuation of conservation practices.
Reporting for Market Journal, I'm Maddie McIntosh.